This is Martin Espinoza with the Press Democrat. So it looks like there was some activity. What was it? What was it that happened? I'm trying to get.
Oh,
what do we got?
the SWAT team walked across the street.
Was that the SWAT team with the armored vehicle?
Yes.
They walked across the street with a doorbuster.
And probably about 6.
Yeah, about half a dozen.
Yeah, happened.
So they weren't in the property yet.
No.
They took a position maybe across the street, and now they are in the property.
Yes. I don't know. Is this the west side of the street?
East side.
I mean, east side.
Well, I'm doing a Facebook Live, and I get a call from a telemarketer.
Oh, I got one a few minutes ago about my credit score.
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of calls spoofing, like
all the time?
The area codes on the phone, so it looks like it's a local call. I'm getting a complaint about it.
So hopefully this will be resolved soon. We have a lot of residents out here wondering what the heck's going on. I've asked quite a few if they know anything about who might be in there. But it's kind of a tough question to ask when you don't know who it is. Oh, so here we... I think this is going to end soon.
We won't see anything.
No. Again, this is Martin Espinoza with the Press Democrat. I'm out here on Dutton Avenue, just south of the T intersection with Sherry Way. It looks like about a block that the police have cordoned off here. We have a situation where it's unclear, there might be somebody in a property, in a house there on the east side of Dutton Avenue with a weapon, but it's unclear whether or not that person is still there. The SWAT team just went into the property with about half a dozen SWAT officers to search the area. We were told by Sergeant Summer Black earlier that they have been going to checking out each of the properties each of the buildings on the property. There's supposed to be multiple buildings on that property.
Yeah, well, it'll be right on 101, so it should be solid for that. Alright, I'll give you a call back in a minute.
Yeah, Barham is just north of where I'm standing. I'm standing at the intersection of Dutton Avenue and Sherry Way. The house in question is just beyond that ambulance right over there on the east side of the street. Oh, I got you saying some interesting things earlier. Got a comment here from somebody saying, I just hope it's not one of those interesting prank calls. I hope so.
Big distraction. So
Yeah, just somebody can get really hurt.
Sorry, it's closed right now. Where's your house at?
Yeah, we can't. We just be on this line and then there's another one set up over it. It really shouldn't be that much longer, to be honest with you, but I haven't seen any promises on it.
There's a few in some of these houses.
To another.
I had an interview that I got to do with the Army Corps of Engineers that
back here. So, if anything happens, it's on the Press Democrats website.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Nice meeting you.
Bye. KPIX just left.
Thanks for your patience. See, now it's working. Good.
Smooth. Nice guy.
Yeah, really nice.
Is he a freelancer?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
Oh, name sounds very familiar. God, I think I interviewed him for a story.
Really? You can keep it. I took a photo.
Yeah. Wonder why you didn't say hi.
Maybe you didn't.
Remember me. I'm very unforgettable.
Well, maybe
Forgettable, I mean.
it wasn't him.
Okay. Again, this is Martin Espinosa with the Press Democrat. I'm at the scene of what looks like a possible... What would you call this? They don't want to call it a standoff.
Situation.
A situation. Police are... A lot of police here and SWAT are investigating a property there beyond the ambulance there, just in front of us. It's a property with multiple buildings. Looks like a SWAT team has just gone into the property, and they're checking the buildings, and they're looking for somebody who was seen earlier with a weapon. May or may not be gun, rifle. Heard earlier something about a long-range weapon. And so they're just checking it out right now. They don't actually know if there is somebody in there. They just heard reports that there was somebody armed with a gun on the property in one of the buildings. And so we've been here for about an hour. And they've got the area. They've got a perimeter around the area of about maybe half a block. People within this police perimeter are being asked to either stay in their houses or to get beyond the police perimeter. So we're just waiting to see what, if anything, the police will find on the property. They're currently looking for somebody, a male, with a gun. But it's unclear whether or not that person is still in there.
Where they can get home? Not if they're over here, no. Not for now. It should be resolved soon.
Because I picked him up from school. My mom's at home, so I'm dropping him off.
Where's their mom? What's her address?
What's your friend? Come up here.
We've
Hey,
got
guys.
a family here, some kids trying to get home
Hi,
from school.
where do you live?
Right charter school.
Avenue, 1662. Hello. Hi.
Come on here. Come on.
Hi, it's Officer Sincera with the Santa Rosa Police. Okay. Can you look and see if you are within where the police officers are? Okay, so are you beyond Funston?
What's your name of the street?
South of Funston
You know your street?
on Dutton? You are, okay. So they would have to come around to meet you. Would you be able to come around to meet them? I can't send them down Dutton.
Looks like people are trying to get into their homes within the police perimeter.
Okay.
And the police are trying to see what they can do.
We've
We've got a group of kids here trying to get into their house.
Yeah, so I'm standing with them at Cherie and Dutton, which is north of you. It's right, I'm standing at the corner of Cherie and Dutton. So, how about, one second. this your phone?
No, my phone.
Your phone. Do you know how to use how to get directions, like how to walk to use the walking directions to walk around this way to meet her? Is that possible to do?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay, so if you just
That's a one way. That ends. That ends. I think.
didn't we just come from here? Yeah, no. So you can go this way,
okay.
and then you'll turn right, and it just kind of like a U back behind here to get to her. Okay.
Sure, because technically
She said she's beyond that checkpoint over there.
Is he with the school?
no, you right in the checkpoint.
She told me she was beyond it.
We right here, like going towards
Martin.
Yeah. Oh.
what's that?
So we got the SWAT vehicle coming out of the property, and there's the SWAT team with a canine unit, and you can barely see that there's a SWAT officer with some kind of a device for knocking doors
I'm
down.
looking at that thing in the orange shirt right here. Look, straight here.
They're backing up.
She's waving. The truck gonna give me away though. Yeah, she's so. Oh, I think she is.
I don't know if you guys can see that very well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to get. I'll get him there.
Do you know what I mean?
Cause you on the other side of yellow tape.
Ken Sousa is your dad? That was my teacher. Yeah, that's cool. That's funny. Yeah, he's actually the one
If you
that got
tell
me.
her to go down Delport and
You gotta
turn
go on the other side.
left, yeah, you guys are gonna move around the two of you.
Oh,
Okay, you see me waving?
What grade are you in?
Okay, you on the other side of the
Second
tape. I can get
grade?
him
What
there.
grade are you in?
Hey, too. This is
I'll
my
bring him.
teacher's
Nice.
Kenny
What grade are
Sousa.
you in?
Well, it was
Fifth
so
grade?
crowded.
And you guys all go to
There
right
wasn't no
charter?
parking, so I parked on
Nice.
this
Do you
side.
like it?
a lot
Right
of
on.
activity
Okay,
on
I'm
the
gonna
street.
go away.
Worked with him.
Are you with the school? With the right school?
No, they right charter school.
Yeah. You're not with the school?
Yeah, come back that way. Yeah.
I think it's her like dad or something.
Tell her to take her cell phone with her.
I'll bring him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his
Yeah,
kid
okay.
home.
I'll bring him. I just gotta get back in the car. All right.
It's crazy, man. I thought
Yeah.
my little brother's fucked up. He's on probation right now. First thing they saw was, holy shit, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
That SUV is parked in the driveway right there.
Somebody is escorting the kids over to where they're trying to get to their mom or to home.
Really? When did this start?
What happened to that vehicle? That SWAT vehicle? It went back in there? They backed up and then went back in.
There's just someone, there was reports of someone with a gun doing something in one of the houses or something. I don't know.
Did you get a hold of anybody in your family?
No.
No,
The
not
only
yet.
person I don't have a number to is my dad's new wife, and she doesn't speak English, so she's probably in there. I don't know. She don't really come out of the house.
No.
Does your dad speak Chinese?
It's kind of
learning.
it's kind of interesting, but it's
He's learning more.
The language of love.
I have my friend with me. Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure. It could be a hostage situation.
I felt like that I wanted to drive him over there so he could see that with her.
Yeah, I didn't give this a title this time, but it's the same. If you look up some of the other reports that I've given, this is I'm at Dutton Avenue and Sherry Way, and it's not a hostage situation. That has not been confirmed, but the police are investigating, along with a SWAT team and a canine unit are investigating a property here just south of Dutton Avenue and Sherry Way, where there may or may not be a man with a gun.
Where's your home?
It's like right there by the
And a lot of the residents here are trying to
No.
get into their
So
property.
So beyond this line, no, and then beyond the other line, no. So this
Again,
area in here, we can't let
Police
people
are
in.
investigating a situation
Sorry, guys.
with
Oh, I'm sorry.
a
For what?
possible armed
Soccer.
man inside a
Sorry, I
property
can't
there
tell you, like, how many longer it'll be.
just in front of me, just south of
Sorry, ladies.
Sherry Way on Dutton Avenue. We don't know if it's a hostage situation. That has not been confirmed. SWAT team is on the property right now, going through several buildings that are on the property. That's all the information we have. If you check an earlier Facebook Live video that I did, I have an interview. It's the second one, and there's an interview with Sergeant Summer Black of the Santa Rosa Police Department, who gave the information that I just gave. None of this is confirmed in terms of whether or not this is a hostage situation, or even if there is a person in there with a gun. There were reports earlier from people on the property that there was somebody with a gun, and the police were called, and now they're checking it out, and all I don't know if they have contacted that person or not, but they have interviewed some of the people that came off of the property. And that's all they've got their information from, unless right now they're in contact with this person. So it's unclear right now. Nothing is confirmed. We don't know if it's a hostage situation. We don't know if there is still a person there with a gun, and they're just investigating. Well, I don't think we're in an unsafe position. That's what this police... I'm behind the police tape here, so I'm definitely not anywhere near where the police think I'm in danger. Again, I'm going to show you the police tape here. So that's right there at the corner of Sherry Way and Dutton Avenue. Within the property, within the police perimeter, the police have been telling homeowners to either get inside their homes or to get beyond the police tape. The police tape extends all the way to where that police car is at the other end of Dutton Avenue. The home is beyond that white ambulance there, on the other side of that, and it's a property with several buildings on it, and the SWAT team is currently going and checking out all the buildings, trying to find this person who is possibly armed. I'm going to try to get Sergeant Black here to update us on whether or not they found anybody with a gun. I don't have a lot of information, but as soon as anything happens, I'll let you know, because I know it's hard to see anything with my phone. And it's about to get dark here. The schools are not on lockdown, according to Sergeant Black. She was saying that the schools are far enough away that they didn't need to get them on lockdown, but they have been advised, and they are allowing people to pick up their kids. Most of the schools are either north of where I'm standing or west of where I'm standing. Dora, this is Dutton Avenue and Sherry Way. I'm just at the intersection, just south of the intersection of Dutton Avenue and Sherry Way in southwest Santa Rosa. I haven't talked to anybody at the schools to see whether or not they are in fact on lockdown. Sergeant Summer Black with the Santa Rosa Police Department said that to her knowledge, the schools were not put on lockdown. But that was a while ago. Schools are getting out now, or have gotten out.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Well, they were gonna send John Burgess there. I don't know. You might be
Well, we can't let anybody
available
in,
to,
so,
She's gonna lose her job because I can't walk
well,
over.
are you gonna do
that's
another
true, I'm sorry.
Huh?
Yeah.
See all that?
I know.
Wait, are you talking about you live within these,
That's
between here?
our house right there, Bernie.
Yeah, so we can't let anybody in right now. There's the SWAT team is
Okay. Yeah, it's not
working on something in
urgent
there,
because
and
you
so we're
haven't
not
even
letting
been
people
there.
in.
Can I walk around to the park and come back that side?
Well, if it's in here, there's the same
Okay.
tape as over
But
there.
maybe
on
next
Front
week. I'm so sorry. I don't.